Do you have any ideas of what you might prioritize, or do you plan to stay in Dallas next season?
I mean, I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years, and I'm working with them together and finding a next home for me because I've already played my last game in Dallas.
The Dallas Wings had built an impressive core featuring Satou Sabally, star guard Arike Ogunbowale, and the projected #1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. On paper, the future looked bright. However, Sabally's departure has thrown the franchise into a state of uncertainty, forcing the front office to rethink their strategy. Sabally wasn't just a star player, she was a leader on and off the court. Over her 5 seasons with the Wings, she averaged 15.7 points, 7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game. Her performance soared even higher last season, where she posted career-best numbers with 17.9 points per game and a staggering 45.2% shooting from beyond the arc. Despite these impressive numbers, underlying tensions, including her preference for short-term contracts and concerns over financial compensation, created a rift between Sabally and the Wings management. Now, Dallas is left in a tough spot. Losing Sabally means more than just missing a top scorer. It means losing a vocal leader and a proven winner. While Ogunbowale remains a top-tier player in the Gnome, one draft pick offers promise. The void left by Sabally's exit is both strategic and emotional. The Wings have a chance to rebuild, but they'll need to be aggressive in free agency and draft smartly to stay competitive in the loaded WNBA landscape. 2 powerhouse teams have stepped forward as the primary contenders for Satou Sabally's signature, the New York Liberty and the Indiana Fever. Both teams offer unique benefits and face significant challenges when considering Sabally's potential addition to their rosters. The Liberty, the reigning WNBA champions, are a dream destination for many players. They boast a powerhouse lineup featuring superstars like Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu, all capable of turning any game on its head. Adding to the personal appeal for Sabally, her sister Nyara Sabally already plays for the Liberty, creating the potential for an emotional and dynamic sibling duo on the court. On paper, Sabally fits perfectly into the Liberty's fast-paced, high-scoring style. She brings scoring, versatility, and defensive prowess, exactly the kind of all-around talent any title-contending team desires. But here's the catch. The Liberty's salary cap situation is already tight. With 3 players on max contracts, finding the financial flexibility to bring Sabally on board would require serious creative accounting. This could involve offloading key rotation players or negotiating pay cuts, moves that could disrupt the team's depth and chemistry. While the allure of championship glory and family connections makes the Liberty a top option, the financial and strategic sacrifices required might outweigh the benefits. When it comes to teams that could really benefit from adding a powerhouse player like Satou Sabally, the Indiana Fever are hard to ignore. They're sitting pretty with more than $650,000 in cap space, one of the most flexible financial situations in the league. That's a lot of cash, and the Fever are looking to spend it wisely. The Fever already have a promising young core featuring Caitlin Clark, the phenom known for her scoring and playmaking, and Aaliyah Boston, a dominating force in the paint. Add to that Kelsey Mitchell, a sharp-shooting guard who can light up the scoreboard. Now imagine adding Sabally's elite defense, scoring ability, and length to this mix. It's the recipe for a team that could be unstoppable on both ends of the floor. What makes Indiana even more appealing? They can offer Sabally a near-maximum contract without gutting their depth. That's rare in today's salary cap-strapped WNBA. Sabally's ability to stretch the floor, lock down defenders, and make smart offensive decisions fits perfectly with what Indiana is building. Pairing her with Clark's elite court vision and Boston's dominance inside could create one of the most balanced and dangerous lineups in the league. Sabally wouldn't just be another scorer, she'd be a game changer, helping the Fever rise from playoff hopefuls to legitimate title contenders. With their smart cap management and hunger for success, Indiana feels like the perfect storm for a player looking to make an immediate impact and chase a championship. The strategic synergy between Satou Sabally and the Indiana Fever couldn't be more obvious. Sabally's versatility on offense, being able to score from multiple areas on the court, blends perfectly with Caitlin Clark's exceptional court vision and elite playmaking. Add to that Aaliyah Boston's dominance in the paint, and you've got a potential juggernaut. This dynamic trio could create an offensive powerhouse while anchoring a rock-solid defense. Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. She's selling out gyms. Why would you hate against that? We had a sold-out home opener. I think it was a practice game, like it wasn't even serious. We benefited from that because now we have all our fans there and they're excited, and you have new people coming into a market. She is her own economy, and that is amazing. But Sabally brings more than just her on-court skills. Her leadership and experience, honed through years in the league and international competition, would be invaluable for a young Fever team on the rise. She's been in high-pressure situations before and knows what it takes to perform at the highest level, making her a perfect mentor for the team's younger players. Moreover, her presence could be the spark that completely changes the franchise's trajectory. Sabally's defensive versatility and scoring efficiency make her the missing piece Indiana has been searching for. Her impact would go beyond points and rebounds. She'd elevate the entire team, turning them from a promising squad into legitimate title contenders. The Fever's front office, led by Stephanie White and Kelly Krauskopf, has made it clear they're pushing for success now, not years down the road. Sabally fits perfectly into that vision, bringing both the talent and the mindset to help the Fever chase playoff glory sooner rather than later. Losing Satou Sabally is a big blow for the Dallas Wings, no doubt about it. But here's the thing, they're far from being out of the game. The team still has several strategies to stay competitive and even turn this setback into an opportunity for growth. First off, Dallas can use their core player designation to retain some leverage. This strategy allows them to essentially reserve Sabally's rights and trade her for valuable assets instead of losing her for nothing. Think of it like making a smart investment rather than walking away empty-handed. On top of that, the Wings hold a prime draft position, putting them in the perfect spot to grab a young, dynamic forward to fill Sabally's shoes. And let's not forget, the draft is rich with talent this year, giving Dallas a real shot at securing a rising star who could become a cornerstone for their future. But the opportunity doesn't stop there. Dallas can also use Sabally's departure as a chance to reevaluate their entire roster strategy. This could mean bringing in more depth players who specialize in defense or three-point shooting, or even restructuring contracts to free up more cap space for additional signings. It's not just about replacing Sabally, it's about evolving as a team. The Wings have already shown they're capable of building a competitive squad. This transition period could be the start of a new, exciting chapter for the franchise, one that focuses on player development, smarter trades, and maximizing their draft capital to stay in the hunt for a WNBA title. Satou Sabally's free agency decision isn't just making headlines in Dallas, New York, and Indiana. It's shaking up the entire WNBA. When a player of her caliber makes a move, it sets off a ripple effect that can influence how other top free agents think about their own careers. Will they prioritize loyalty to their current teams? Or will they chase bigger contracts and a shot at a championship elsewhere? Consider the New York Liberty. If Sabally were to land there, it could create a super team situation similar to what we've seen in men's professional sports. The Liberty would be stacked with talent, making them even tougher to beat and potentially dominating the league for years. It's the kind of move that could have other teams scrambling to catch up. On the other hand, if Sabally heads to Indiana, the story shifts from super team dominance to a league balancing act. Her addition would instantly elevate the Fever from playoff hopefuls to legitimate contenders, adding excitement and competition across the league. More balanced teams mean closer games, tighter playoff races, and an overall better experience for fans. Sabally's choice doesn't just affect her career, it's shaping the future of the WNBA. Teams are watching closely, and her move could redefine how franchises build their rosters and chase championships for years to come. Satou Sabally's next move could be a defining moment for the WNBA. If she decides to join the Indiana Fever, it could transform them into a legitimate championship powerhouse. Imagine Sabally alongside the rising star Caitlin S. and powerhouse Aliyah Boston. This trio could dominate both ends of the court with a perfect mix of scoring, defense, and leadership. Indiana's blend of promising young talent, experienced players, and financial flexibility makes it an ideal landing spot for Sabally. But let's not forget the New York Liberty, a team already stacked with talent and championship ambitions. Sabally could be the final piece that pushes them over the top if they can figure out the salary cap puzzle. The allure of playing with her sister Nayara and other stars like Breanna Stewart adds extra drama to the decision. This decision is bigger than just Sabally's next paycheck. It's about legacy, team dynamics, and the future of the league. The ripple effect could shape how other free agents approach their careers, influencing how teams build for success. Whether Sabally chooses the Liberty's stardom or the Fever's rising momentum, her move will send shockwaves across the league. The WNBA offseason is heating up, and all eyes are on Sabally. Her choice could redefine the competitive balance for years to come and be remembered as one of the boldest moves in recent league history. Fans, buckle up, this story is just getting started. Stay tuned for more updates and expert analysis on this developing WNBA story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to catch every twist and turn in this exciting offseason.